Hi there. We are doing interviews with some seniors that attend the Charlton Senior Center. My name is Michelle Drum. I am the Charlton Senior Center Director. And with me right now is one of our, not only our seniors attendees, but also one of our performers, Mr. Don Konopacki. Hi, Don.
Hi, Michelle.
And how long have you lived in Charlton?
How long have you lived in Charlton? About 25 years.
So relatively a newcomer.
Yeah.
So why, can you tell me, Don, why do you attend the Senior Center?
There's many reasons why I attend, and I'm one of those who initially scoffed at going to a senior center, and it's some sort of stigma that sometimes people have is, oh, you're going to go to a senior center? Boy, are you on death's door?
Right, right.
And it turns out that, no, there's lots of interesting programs that do go on at the senior center. And that's, first of all, probably the programs, although secondary, probably about equally important, is a sort of camaraderie that you can start getting with people your same age, people who you can relate to with things. Sometimes it's hard for people to relate to things that are a little bit older. And
well, we do have several generations. I mean, you think senior center and you might think, oh my goodness, everybody there is, maybe even close to triple digits, but that's not the case. Folks that attend the senior center are in their 60s, their 70s, their 80s, their 90s, and we even do have attendees that are, close to those triple digits, but there's a wide range of folks that attend a senior center, right? And that's what you're saying, that sometimes you're learning, sometimes you're teaching, right? So what would you say, if I were to ask you, what's your favorite thing that you've attended at the center, and maybe why?
Well, there's many things that I do enjoy. Being a little bit of a musician, I enjoy any of the music programs. But I think what I really find most interesting is the lectures that are held. And it's interesting to hear lectures. It's as if you're going back to college, with the exception that you're choosing the subject, so the professor is very receptive to recommendations for what type of history we might be interested in. There's also other things that are a little bit more on the interesting side from the point of view of cryptids and aliens. You get lectures on those kind of things, and probably the lectures are my favorite thing to go to the Senior Center for.
Thank you for that. Now, yeah, we do have Mr. Ronnie LeBlanc, who happens to live in Massachusetts. He's one of the hosts of the Travel Channel. He does Bigfoot and the paranormal and UFOs and things of that nature. And that's a little different than some of the other lectures that we have that are more, well, that would certainly be considered lifelong learning. But we do have, as you mentioned, the professor from Framingham State, Professor John Hubrex, and history, and he's very open to suggestions, as you just indicated, on different topics. So he wants you to be interested. He wants the seniors to be interested. So whatever topics you can conjure, he's done, everything from Lizzie Borden to the Dust Bowl to the molasses flood, and probably everything in between, right? Thank you for that. So what does the Senior Center, Don, what does it mean to you, and how has it improved your life?
Primarily is, being a relative newcomer to Charlton.
28 years.
Sometimes it's hard to really find people who are from the town to get familiar with. And it seems to be easier for older people to get together, even if they're not from the town.
Sure, we are open. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We are open to from folks from other communities. It doesn't have to just be Charlton. It's very common in Massachusetts for folks to kind of pick and choose whatever programs are offered at various senior centers. So you might meet somebody from other towns, and not just Charlton residents.
Right.
Yeah. So you like that interaction and meeting new people and expanding your horizons in that way. Lovely. What improvements, Don? And also, Don's a little humble. He He does acting here with the Pasture Prime Players. He plays ukulele. He's played with some of his comrades in the ukulele industry over at the senior center, and he's quite talented, and he sings too. He does do a mean karaoke, I might add. He's also on the center feasibility committee with full transparency. So what improvements, Don, would you like to see either in services or a physical location? Should we be gifted with a new facility? What improvements or benefits could you foresee in the future?
I think one of the biggest problems with the current center is, first of all, there's a lack of decent parking. And accessibility, although it's fairly compliant, it could always improve. There could be easier ways for people who are a little bit less able-bodied to get in. There's plenty of ramps and things like that, I mean, but just having the accessibility of having perhaps a single floor rather than having to go upstairs to go to different parts of it, to have rooms that are dedicated versus shared spaces. And if you have something, a shared space might be something where there's a pool table, but maybe there's some quilters who want to do something at the same time someone might want to play pool or do things like that. And so it would be nice to have dedicated spaces for some of the activities that are there. It would also allow, if there were dedicated spaces, if there were some classes of some sort going on, to leave things as they are instead of having to spend the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes of an hour session setting up and closing down. And I think that's one thing that would be pretty good to have, as well as improved facilities for cooking. The idea being that maybe some of the meals could go back to being meals that are cooked on site.
Yeah, we did have a good draw when we had meals cooked on site. We really did. Yeah, yeah. I appreciate your time and your thoughts, Don. Thank you so much for doing this with us today. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Now we are going to have a little conversation with Don's wonderful wife, Mary.
Hey, Michelle.
Hi, Mary. Thanks so much for doing this today. So I understand that you have lived in Charlton a whole 28 years.
Nope.
No?
No, it'll be 26 years this May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I see. I won't dive into that. Okay.
No.
So why do you attend the Charlton Senior Center?
Oh, I couldn't wait until I was 60 so I could join. It just looked like everybody was having fun because I would see a lot of these seniors in the library talking and laughing and stuff, and it's like, oh, they're having such a good time over there.
So you were like, yay, I want to be 60 so I can join.
The month I turned 60, I ran over and I said, I want a card. I want to become part of the senior center. And the staff was amazing. And it was like, oh, and this is so-and-so, and this is so-and-so. And my first meeting or just showing up for a lunch. There was this one woman who came over to me, hi, how are you? I don't know your face. My name is, and who are you? And come sit with me. And it was lovely. It was lovely.
That
Very
is
friendly.
excellent. Very friendly. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's the kind of atmosphere that we want to encourage and embrace here, so that we have folks that are kind of like the ambassadors, so that when it's kind of hard sometimes, maybe everyone's not quite as enthusiastic about trying something new, and it might be scary for some. And so if we have folks that are like welcoming, like that's not a, like, I love what you said, like that's not a face I know. I'm going to go over and introduce myself.
Everybody's been so nice. I mean, the people I knew before are, you know, the moms as the kids are growing up, you do projects together in the schools. But after the kids graduated and went on their merry ways, it was like, okay, who do I talk to now? And I've met some wonderful people at the senior center. So,
That
yeah.
is fantastic to hear. What would you say, Mary, is one of your favorite things that you've ever did at the center, and why would you say?
I would say doing the projects when Bemis brings all the flowers
Bemis
and
Farms, yeah.
yeah, to the senior center, and we make an arrangement for the table or something like that. That is always fantastic. So I enjoyed that. What else did I really, really like?
It's really wonderful to have all the fresh flower, the scent of the fresh flowers fill up the entire, I mean, the whole length of the lunchroom is filled with the beautiful aroma of fresh flowers. And, you create, you're given some guidance, but everybody seems to go home with a design that's a little bit different.
They're all
made it their
different.
own.
Yeah, they're all different. It's
Yeah.
just fun, and there's a lot of giggling and stuff like that.
Giggling is great.
Yeah.
Anything else come to mind, or is?
I love the lectures. I don't miss the lectures, and I don't miss, try not to miss the armchair travel, because I don't know if I'm going to see Ireland or Scotland or Italy or whatever. So it's nice, and then you get to try foods from those countries, and that's always a treat. So.
Well, y'all were out of luck because we had a snowstorm when we were going to have armchair travel to Thailand, so nobody got to try the chocolate crickets.
Oh, darn.
Oh, darn. We could redo it. We could do it again. So, Mary, what does the center mean to you, and how has it improved your life?
My husband and I go to lunch a lot at the senior center. I love the price, but I'd be willing to pay $1 or $2 more for those wonderful home-cooked meals we used to have there. It's a nice place to go. People, you'll always get a smile. It just gets you out of the house, and it's not far to travel, so I just enjoy it.
That's great to hear. Just as a little shameless plug about socializing, folks who socialize actually live longer and have happier lives than those who don't. So socializing isn't just about getting out of the house and having something to do. It actually improves your health and well-being, those who socialize. So that is just my little commercial break. Back to Mary.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary. So how has your attending the center affect your thinking about Charlton as a community?
I'm actually learning a lot more about the community. I know Dawn mentioned just hearing stories from people who have always lived here. That's kind of cool, but I haven't really traversed out of our street and seen things or been to things, but now it's like, this is so cool. Charlton is a very lovely town, and I don't even think I've seen half of it yet. And I've been here 25, 26 years. So people talk, and then they mention something like there was the underground cow passing place that you can hike, and you're just always hearing new things about the town, and we go and we explore it.
That's awesome. And we also have had, like today, we had the Charlton Fire Department come in and talked about programs that are offered in each senior's home, whether it's changing the batteries and the smoke detector, or cooking safety, or
Bringing
fall
you a
safety.
bucket of sand.
That's right, it's a bucket of sand.
That was the other nice thing about joining the center. I didn't realize all the things that you people do for the seniors in town. I didn't know half of the things that are available to seniors. So that's pretty cool stuff.
Well, we definitely, with the 40 plus square miles that Charlton has, we do have our work cut out for us, getting the word out to everybody about services that are out there, and that's part of why we're doing what we're doing today, is to help let folks know what's going on, including, I just gave a little plug about the fire department, but the police also. We have an elder affairs liaison, so if maybe you're having some questions about, is this a scam? Is this not a scam? You can come see us down at the center, and and we can also connect you with or maybe you have something even, more, even very serious going on in your life. We have an Elder Affairs liaison with Sergeant Steve Medell, and we can connect you with him and get you maybe some security in your thoughts to rest assured that something isn't what it is, or maybe there's more to pursue, and they can help you with that as well. What improvements, Mary, would you like to see either in services at the center or a physical location, or what could you see for maybe a new center if you were to dream about one? What would you see?
All on one floor, because it's starting to get tough with mobility, but I trust this town. I know it's going to come through for the seniors, because pretty soon we're going to be outnumbering everybody else because we're all living longer, and we deserve a nice little place to go to. That's how I feel. But specifics, I know the committee is really in touch with what's needed, and I trust the committee.
That's great. And we are also grateful to the incredible Charlton Library for allowing us to have several of our classes over in their beautiful facilities. They've given us a gorgeous New Year's Eve party. They've allowed us to use their space for our New Year's Eve party. We've got our Threaded Together class over there, as well as a couple of yoga classes over there every week, because we just don't have the space over there. So but as a result, there's seniors that attend those classes that we don't see at the center, and there's probably, I know there are, lots of seniors that attend yoga class that don't know the seniors that come to classes over at the center proper. So there's kind of a disconnect there because of the space. So yeah. Well, I thank you, Mary, for your time and expertise today.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, you're a wonderful participant.
Thank you.
Now we are joined with Vicki, a very active attendee at the Charlton Senior Center. Hi, Vicki. Thank you so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
So how long have you been a Charltonite?
Almost 12 years.
12 years.
So a real newcomer.
A real newcomer. Now, why, Vicki? Why did you come to the Charlton Senior Center? What brings you in?
To meet and make friends with the people that are here, to have things to do, and to be able to do volunteer work, which I've pretty much done forever.
You have a long history of that,
Yes.
for sure. Now, what do you feel is your favorite thing that you've ever done at the center, and why would you say?
Mostly just the activities. I really enjoyed the genealogy classes. Actually found a few relatives locally. And I like the painting classes. And of course the music.
Oh yeah, music is good for the soul.
Yes,
and
yes.
Yeah, sure is. So what does the center mean to you, and how do you feel as it has improved your life, maybe?
It gives me purpose. It gives me a chance to be with other people. My husband and I were very involved always with many groups. So it's just a way to keep connected with people.
Very important,
Yes.
as we've talked about.
Right.
How does your attending the center affect your thinking about Charlton as a community?
Well, when we were house hunting, we did pick Charlton, one, because of the wonderful library, and we did know some of the locals, and it's a very friendly and warm place, and even though you're a newcomer, you get welcomed.
Perfect. What's your favorite kind of music that you've been to at the center?
I actually prefer country and 60s.
Oh, country. Okay, country western. So country and western, both kinds.
Yes.
and the 60s.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
60s. Right.
Right.
Well, we've got not too long from now. I think we've got a Paul McCartney tribute band coming up soon. So if we check your calendar, I think that's coming up. So you might
Okay.
enjoy that.
Right.
What improvements would you like to see, maybe in services or in the physical location? What improvements or benefits could you foresee, maybe in a new center?
Well, like some of the other ones have stated, the parking is a big issue. The handicapped accessibility is hard for some people. And I think we need a few more individual, not so much offices, but rooms for the small activities like the tax lady, the foot people, all the little clinics that get ran. We should have more small rooms for them.
I am. I could see that. Because someone said to me, like, well, there's no little rooms to have like private little chats or little reading rooms or things of that nature. And we do lack that, I think,
Right,
right?
right.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I appreciate your time here, Vicki. I appreciate everything you do for the center. And thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
One other thing I would like to say is they do put out a very nice monthly newsletter that is available in quite a few locations in town, so people could find out what's going on.
That's great. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Vicki. Well, with us now, we have Charlton Council on Aging royalty with us now. We have the chair of the Charlton Council on Aging, Miss Sue Crockett. Thank you, Sue, for being here.
No, thank you, Michelle.
Now, if you can let us know, how long have you lived in Charlton?
Just about 40 years.
40 years? Now, you're also involved in other groups in town as well, and you're an active volunteer.
Yes, I like at the end of the day to feel like during the day I've helped someone. So that's always been my goal.
Well, you did that throughout the course of your life as well, because you are a retired senior center director.
Yes, from Sturbridge.
Yep. So this being in a senior center has been a kind of a very comfortable place for you.
It's kind of strange, though, not that I want your job, but, come in and now I'm not in charge. I'm sitting and listening to a program that at one point I planned. And, so it's a little hard. You're kind of taking a back seat, I think.
I look forward to my retirement someday and just going, go ahead.
I know, it's a mixed blessing, though.
I bet. I
Yeah,
bet.
it's a mixed blessing.
But you have filled your life with purpose. You have filled your life with purpose in helping people. So that you did that throughout your entire work life, and now you are doing it in your retirement. So helping
Right.
is in your blood, right?
Yes,
I would say.
I would say.
So can you elaborate on that as to why you attend the Charlton Senior Center?
It took me a while to get comfortable with it, just because it was like going back into my workplace, but
Sure.
not having, a structure there. And then it was hard after my husband passed away, going in by myself. And I still find that kind of intimidating. When I
takes
park
courage.
the car and I walk in, and yeah, I'm still a little intimidated. But when I walk out, I'm always glad I was there.
Yeah, I think that when we make the transition, it's always hard, especially when we've suffered a loss and we've had a partner for the majority of our life, and now our life has changed, and we are doing things on more of a solo mission.
Yeah.
And
It's a dramatic difference.
I can
Really.
I can completely imagine that now you are, you're traveling a path that you thought that you would be, longer with your partner, and now you are doing it a solo journey, and trying something new is very challenging, even if you're walking in with your partner. And now trying to walk in and try something new when you are on your solo journey, it's got to be even a little bit more daunting.
Yeah, I find it so, yeah.
But you found the courage to return back to kind of a workplace setting for you. Sans, your wonderful husband, and not only have you made that transition, but you've made an impact. You're continuing to make an impact on other people's lives. So it takes a lot of courage and strength, and you've been the epitome of both.
No, thank you.
So what do you say is the favorite thing that you've attended at the center?
Well, I'm going to mimic some people here. Certainly the lectures. I like to come away from it that I've learned something, that I can tell somebody else. So I love the lectures. And also being part of the Council on Aging, and being behind the scenes and helping in that way also, and planning things, seeing what's coming up. So those two things.
Is it the history lectures that you enjoy the most, or Would that be a fair statement?
I think so, yeah. But I also enjoy listening to the town officials come in and speak. When the town administrator comes down, he's available for any question you have, or when the police came in and brought their dogs with them, and yeah, anything you can take away and learn is good for me. I'll listen to music, and I might sing along, but I would rather learn something, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, lifelong learning is, I think, so important for great brain health.
Oh, and the Fit Minds, of course, you do too. I love that.
Fit Minds, we do a program that is kind of like cognitive stimulation. Excuse me, for any functionality. We do cognitive stimulation. We do little activities or exercises with your hands or what have you, and it exercises every lobe of your brain for better brain health.
And I am glad to see the BMIS classes coming back also.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. What does the center mean to you? I think we touched on it a little bit, and has it improved your life?
Yeah, I think it has. I mean, I live, in Charlton, a lot of the houses are very separate. And mine is also, and now living alone, it's a chance for socialization, and yeah, so it's, it's added to my schedule. I don't always remember what I signed up for.
How does your attending the center affect your thinking about Charlton as a community?
Oh, it's good to hear the history. Some people have lived here all their lives, and it's amazing, to learn more about the community. And and a lot of us share the same wants and needs, like a grocery store in town, a Trader Joe's in town, so we talk about things like that too, and maybe we can make it happen, and everyone can appreciate that.
Well, there's safety in numbers, that's for sure. The more people get band together about certain things, you can affect change. Or you can just say something like on a cable show and make things happen.
Yeah. Trader Joe's. Really, I would love that.
What improvements would you like to see either in services or a physical location of the center?
I mean, I just have to say the same things, the parking, and to watch somebody with a walker struggling up the ramp to get to the ladies' room, onto the men's room, it's painful. So I really hope that situation can change and have everything on one floor.
Thank you.
And I love the idea of the individual rooms also, rather than closing down a big room because a foot clinic is in there. So I think that's good.
Yeah, that would be a huge help.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sue. I appreciate your time, your expertise.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. I do appreciate you. I appreciate your thoughts. I appreciate what you do for the center. And thanks for doing this today, too. I know it's not always a comfortable thing to be on camera, and you did it, and I appreciate it. Thanks, Sue. Appreciate that. Well, now we are transitioning into an interview with staff. Today we have here with us Shawnee. She is our outreach coordinator, and she's been with us, maybe a year?
Just about a year now.
Just about a year. So, Shawnee, could you tell us what an outreach coordinator does? What's a day in the life of Shawnee like?
So at the Charlton Senior Center, what don't I do? I am Michelle's right-hand woman. I am mostly benefits, and I help the seniors that come in. I explain to them what's available to them, such as food stamps, fuel assistance, any discounts they may be eligible for, public benefits. Also connecting them with our local resources, with the fire department or the police. Someone mentioned Stand for Seniors, and that was a great program that the fire department offers. Some people just come in just to chat.
Can you talk about the lockbox?
Yes, the lockbox program. Some seniors lock themselves out of their house. Some seniors might fall in their home, and the fire department will go out and actually put a lockbox on outside of their house, so only they have access to it. So if something were to happen in their home, they can get in and assist
without busting
them.
a door down.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. That's great. Thank you for that. So what do you say is something that you enjoy about your job?
I love helping everybody. I love seeing the same faces every day. I also love seeing new faces come in. I love exploring different options that people don't know they have to them with them, and just educating them about them, and showing them around our center and trying to get them to come back and feel welcome.
Shawnee also does home visits. Some folks are unable. We want folks to be able to stay independent in their homes for as long as possible. And with that, Shawnee, our outreach program, does home visits so that maybe you need fuel assistance, but you really are not able to get out of your house anymore to come down to the center, and access that service. So Shawnee will go to the house and get those forms filled out for you so that you have the same access to services.
I have done that. I've done food deliveries for the less fortunate that can't get out. Donated food, chip in from the senior center, as well as I've brought in someone's trash barrels for them while I was there because they weren't able to move their trash from the road. So a lot of different things for home visits.
How about you are a wonderful ambassador to the center. When people come in, we could have had kind of a very busy, hectic morning, but a new person comes in and you are just like, hey, and just so warm and kind and welcoming, and you're just a great. Well, you're like an Alka-Seltzer. You're effervescent.
I want everyone to feel welcome.
You did. You do a great job at it.
I want them to remember. People will forget what you said or forget what you did, but they'll never forget how they made you feel.
Absolutely.
And I think, providing a safe place for the seniors to come and feel welcome and secure and get the knowledge that they need and feel part of something bigger in the town is important.
And you'll jump in, whether or not, if we're short-staffed in the kitchen or whatever is happening, you are right there willing to jump in, whatever needs to be done to get through the day.
Yes.
We're make a great team. I think we've got a great team at the Charlton Senior Center.
You can catch me with a hairnet and a spatula sometimes behind the kitchen.
It's a good look. Yeah. So, anything else you want? Oh, can you talk about the durable equipment closet?
Oh, yes, our closet is full of durable medical equipment that has been donated to us. It's loaner equipment. We have over 50 rollators, so if you need one, please let me know. We're trying to clean out that closet. We have transfer benches, depends for men and women. If somebody is looking for anything like that, please reach out to us first.
Canes, crutches,
Yeah.
walkers, commodes, right?
Yes, and anything you may think of. Call us and ask first, and before you go buy it, because it's expensive, and we might have it for you.
We don't service any of it, so it is as is. So we want to say that it's
Yes.
so we make sure you use at your own risk. But it is free, and we're happy to provide a service to the community.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. What else can we say? Anything else you got on your mind about your job or the center in itself? What do you think we could benefit from if we had a dream center?
I definitely think more space, especially for activities, different rooms for different activities, so nothing's interrupted. Storage for all of our
storage.
all of our bins. We have a bin for St. Patty's Day. We have a bin for the Wizard of Oz movie. So, really room for storage where we can get organized and provide the best experience for our seniors.
I think it's organized. It's just that it's in the same room where we have the thrift closet and the
Yes.
sewing group and the phone that for the volunteer that answers the phone and the pool table and the office equipment, office supply closet and the craft class closets. So it's a little congested.
We have everything we need. It's just we need the space to provide everything we are to our full potential.
Yeah, for
Absolutely,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate you, Shawnee. I appreciate everything you do for the seniors.
I appreciate you too. Thank you.
And thanks for doing this today.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And last but certainly not least, in our edition of the Charlton Senior Center Hits Cable TV, I want to introduce you to Emily Reyes. Emily here as a departmental assistant / activities assistant, and she does a little bit of everything. So thank you for being here, Emily.
Thank you.
How can you describe your role as what you do at the center?
My role, it's a mixture of things. I do both departmental stuff and I do activity stuff. So like in the morning or early afternoon when there's a group, I'll help run that, like whether we need help with the craft. Denise does awesome crafts.
Great volunteer.
Yes,
She
love
is.
her. Whether it's setting up a karaoke group or starting decorations or something, I help with the activities with that. And then, you know, later on throughout the day, I go through like the billing with the invoices and getting spreadsheets to work and answering emails and all that stuff. So kind of keeping both the activities and the department in check.
You got a lot of balls to jump
Yeah,
in the air, don't
lots
you?
to do,
Your
yes.
day is varied, I would imagine, because like you said, it's part administrative and part activities. So it's kind of, I'm sure it can be challenging to find that balance.
Yes,
Yeah.
You never know what you're getting into each day, but you figure it out. You get the flow. You go, okay, I'm going to do this thing for the activities, and I'm going to hop over to the computer and do this, and you find a flow and it works. And I like that, though, that I can just come into work and it's all going to be different, and it's not a set thing that, you know, you can get tired of. It's all different. It's all great. I love
And the
it.
same thing that I said for Shawnee is that you also, whenever anyone's new or anybody needs anything, you are, you know, like Johnny on the spot. Whatever needs to be done, whatever it is, you're popping into the kitchen if we're short-staffed and popping on the hat or the hairnet and serving lunch, or you're like, absolutely, I can make that flyer, or absolutely, I can give a new person a tour, and and it's always yes, absolutely. No matter what it is that I say, hey, Emily, can you? Or, hey, Shawnee, can you? You ladies are always just like, absolutely, absolutely, you're wonderful. You're just, I just feel so fortunate to have such a great team. You ladies do a fantastic job, and I'm just so proud to be working with you and have you be the faces of the Charlton Senior Center.
I think we have a great team. We work really well together. I think 3 of us, and then also with the volunteers and everybody.
Volunteers,
We work well
absolutely.
together. I love working with Shawnee and collaborating with you. It's just, I think we have a great system.
Yeah, I'm so glad you said that. The volunteers, a senior center is nothing without the lifeblood of its
Absolutely.
volunteers, and we have. I don't know, 30 volunteers or so that we try to every year show our gratitude by taking them out to a lunch or an activity or something. And we're also grateful, I want to say, for the Executive Office of Aging and Independence, formerly known as the Executive Office of Executive Office of Aging, yeah, and so EOEA, and that is our grant source, so one of our grant sources. And because of them, because of the state, we're able to offer many of our programs at little to no cost. I would be remiss in any program about the Senior Center if I didn't talk about the Executive Office of Aging and Independence, and also the Cultural Council here, Charlton and Mass Cultural Council supports us with grants. We've been fortunate enough to get grants from the Cultural Council annually, and it makes such a tremendous difference to our programming to have those grants. They are key to offering services to the town, to our seniors. So we're very grateful for that.
Yeah, some of the things like the Office on Aging and Independence, they provided and they're still providing a great 10-minute massage, like a chair massage. Awesome. Everybody loves it. Everyone's so happy about it. The cultural agency, they also provided during our veteran stuff. They did storytelling with music and stuff. It was just really awesome. They provide great opportunities for us.
Absolutely, and also our Helping Hands. They provided treats and gifts to our veterans. We do an annual veterans program to honor our wonderful vets, and we have several female vets in town as well. But I'm very grateful to the Helping Hands. They're a wonderful organization in town. So I want to just make sure that we say thank you to all of our supporters, and also Country Bank has been generous to us, and many individuals as well. And many individuals give us private donations, which we are able to take. Anybody can donate to the center, and we're grateful. And also, I want to say that our latest kind donors, there's going to be a townwide yard sale, and they chose, the people in town voted, and they chose the senior center to be the recipient of any of donations received for the townwide yard sale. And I am so grateful for that. I mean, it's gonna. I was so excited when they told us. I saw the announcement on, I think it was a community forum, and I was like, oh my God, they picked a senior center.
There's a lot of love and care, I think, from the community coming into the senior center, a lot of it. It's really great to see.
And the library that did all of the giving tree, and the generosity of the patrons of the library that donated for our seniors in need. And Shawnee was our elf delivering of the gifts at the holidays for the folks in need. So the patrons of the library have been so kind to us as well. The friends of the library even helped us with cookies at the New Year's Eve party. So it really does take a village, I think, not just raise a child, but to support our seniors. So we do support, the town does certainly support the seniors, and we've been so grateful for that. So
yes, absolutely.
if you were to see like a new and improved senior center, what would you envision?
I would say space. Space, space, space. Space for more activities, different groups, space for storage, space for even just a person to take some time to themselves, like you said earlier, and just go hang out or read a book or something, maybe do a crossword by themselves or with a couple other people. But just to be able, everything has its own space, easy to move around. I like the level of, like the first floor level, that idea. Just make it more accessible to everybody, so that no matter your ability, cognitive level, anything, you can just come, have fun, socialize, just make friends.
I love it. And I would also like to see maybe someday, if we were to be so fortunate, an outdoor space where we could have perhaps a community garden or walking trails, or outdoor space where it's like right now we're wonderful to have the building that we're in. We've come over here, the activities council here. We've been fortunate to have bonfires over here, but when we're traipsing everything that we have and vans of this, or, to get everything over here to offer services for seniors for an outdoor bonfire or little s'mores or something. So we've been fortunate to use this building as well. But it's a lot of carting things and to planning. Oh my goodness, I forgot this. I got to go back to the center if that's the case. But we've been very good with our planning, so we don't make multi-trips anymore. So those are the kinds of things. Maybe some outdoor space.
Absolutely, that would be
a
great.
bocce court. Or
different,
something.
like outdoor. Even if instead of like the activity like inside, maybe either a craft or an exercise class outside if it's nice out, and just hang outside.
Yeah, a little noodle ball outside
That
with
would
the
be so fun.
volleyball. This month we're going to do, in April, we're going to do a human whack-a-mole game, if you can envision that. I mean,
that's going to be fun.
sometimes we find ideas on the internet from various other places. Sometimes in various other countries we find senior ideas, and we like to implement them as well. So thank you so much, Emily, for being here, and thank you to all of our folks who are kind enough to give their time and their thoughts today. And many, many thanks to Charlton Cable and Drew for his time and expertise as well today. And so signing out I'm Michelle. I am the Charlton Senior Center Director. And thanks for watching.